Hello everyone and welcome to our video today, where we will be exploring 10 fascinating facts about the aurora. The aurora, also known as the northern lights, is a natural light display that occurs in the polar regions. So, without further ado, let's get started. Fact number 1. The aurora is a beautiful natural phenomenon that occurs when charged particles from the sun, also known as solar wind, interact with the Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. These charged particles are mainly composed of electrons and protons that are emitted from the sun and travel through space towards the Earth. As the charged particles approach the Earth, they are deflected by the Earth's magnetic field, which acts as a shield against the solar wind. However, some of the charged particles can still enter the Earth's atmosphere through the magnetic field's weak points, the magnetic poles. When the charged particles enter the Earth's atmosphere, they collide with the molecules of oxygen and nitrogen. These collisions excite the molecules and cause them to release energy in the form of light. The different colors of the aurora are due to the different energy levels of the excited molecules. The green color, which is the most common color of the aurora, is produced by excited oxygen molecules at an altitude of about 100 kilometers. The pink and red colors are produced by nitrogen molecules at lower altitudes, while blue and purple colors are produced by ionized nitrogen molecules. The aurora is a truly amazing sight to behold, and scientists continue to study it to better understand the interactions between the sun, the Earth's magnetic field, and our atmosphere. It is a reminder of the beauty and complexity of our planet and the universe beyond. Fact number 2. The colors of the aurora can vary depending on the altitude at which the charged particles collide with the atmosphere, as well as the type of gas present in the atmosphere. Different gases emit light at different wavelengths when they are excited, which can create different colors of the aurora. The most common color of the aurora is green, which is produced by excited oxygen molecules at an altitude of around 100 kilometers. Green is the most common color because oxygen molecules are the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere. When these oxygen molecules are excited by charged particles, they emit a green light with a wavelength of around 557.7 nanometers. Another common color of the aurora is pink, which is produced by excited nitrogen molecules at lower altitudes, typically between 80 to 100 kilometers. The pink color is due to a blend of red and blue wavelengths produced by nitrogen molecules at these altitudes. Other colors that can be seen in the aurora include yellow, which is also produced by excited oxygen molecules, as well as red, which is produced by higher altitude oxygen molecules at around 300 kilometers. Blue and purple colors are produced by ionized nitrogen molecules and can be seen at higher altitudes, typically above 100 kilometers. It is worth noting that the colors of the aurora can vary depending on a variety of factors, including the strength and type of solar wind, the orientation of the Earth's magnetic field, and the observer's location on the Earth's surface. Nonetheless, regardless of the color, the aurora is always a breathtaking natural phenomenon that continues to inspire and fascinate people around the world. Fact number 3. The name Aurora has a long history in mythology and literature. In Roman mythology, Aurora was the goddess of dawn, who would rise each morning from her home in the east and bring light to the world. She was often depicted as a beautiful woman with rosy fingers and a radiant aura. The aurora borealis, or northern lights, was named after Aurora by the French philosopher and mathematician Pierre Gassendi in the 17th century. He named the phenomenon Aurora borealis because it reminded him of the goddess of dawn, and the word borealis comes from the Greek word for north wind. The aurora australis, or southern lights, was named similarly but by a different person. Captain James Cook, the British explorer, named it after Aurora and added the word australis to differentiate it from the northern lights. The name Aurora is fitting for the phenomenon because, like the goddess of dawn, the aurora illuminates the sky and brings light to the darkness. It is a beautiful and awe-inspiring display of natural light that has fascinated people for centuries. Fact number 4. The aurora borealis, also known as the northern lights, is named after the Roman goddess of dawn, Aurora, and the Greek name for the north wind, Boreas. The aurora borealis is a natural light display that occurs in the northern hemisphere, typically in the high-latitude regions such as Alaska, Canada, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. The aurora borealis is caused by charged particles from the sun, which are emitted during solar flares or coronal mass ejections. These charged particles, also known as solar wind, are carried by the Earth's magnetic field towards the polar regions, where they interact with the Earth's atmosphere and create the colorful light display. The aurora borealis is typically seen as a greenish glow in the northern horizon, but it can also appear as a curtain or a stream of light in different colors, such as pink, red, blue, or purple. The colors are determined by the altitude and the type of gas molecules that are being excited by the charged particles. The aurora borealis has been a subject of fascination and wonder for centuries, and many cultures have their own myths and legends about the phenomenon. The Inuit people of northern Canada believed that the aurora borealis was the spirit of their ancestors playing a game of soccer with a walrus skull. In Norse mythology, the aurora borealis was believed to be the armor of the Valkyries, the warrior maidens who took brave soldiers to Valhalla after they died in battle. Today, the aurora borealis is still a popular tourist attraction, and many people travel to the northern regions to witness this breathtaking natural wonder firsthand. It is a reminder of the beauty and complexity of our planet and the universe beyond. Fact number 5. The aurora australis is the southern hemisphere counterpart to the aurora borealis and occurs in the high latitude regions of the southern hemisphere, such as Antarctica, Australia, and New Zealand. Like the aurora borealis, the aurora australis is a natural light display caused by charged particles from the sun interacting with the Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere. The colors of the aurora australis are similar to those of the aurora borealis and can include green, pink, red, blue, and purple. The colors are determined by the altitude and the type of gas molecules being excited by the charged particles. The name aurora australis is fitting for this phenomenon because it emphasizes the southern location of the light display. The word australis comes from the Latin word austrum, which means south, and is used to distinguish the southern hemisphere from the northern hemisphere. The aurora australis has been observed by humans for centuries, and like the aurora borealis, it has inspired many myths and legends. In Maori mythology, the aurora australis was believed to be the blood of a slain warrior shining in the sky. In some Australian Aboriginal cultures, it was believed that the aurora australis was a warning from the spirits of the dead. Today, the aurora australis is a popular tourist attraction for those who are lucky enough to travel to the southern regions of the world. It is a reminder of the beauty and wonder of the natural world and a testament to the intricate relationship between the sun, the earth, and the universe beyond. Fact number 6. The aurora belt is also known as the auroral oval or the auroral zone. This oval-shaped region is centered around the Earth's magnetic poles, which are slightly offset from the geographic poles. The auroral oval extends for thousands of kilometers in both directions from the magnetic poles, and its size and shape can vary depending on the intensity of the solar wind and the strength of the Earth's magnetic field. The aurora belt is where charged particles from the sun are funneled towards the Earth's atmosphere by the magnetic field lines, creating the stunning light display known as the aurora. The oval shape of the auroral zone is due to the fact that the Earth's magnetic field is stronger at the magnetic poles and weaker at the equator, causing the charged particles to be channeled towards the poles. The aurora belt is an important region for studying the interaction between the sun and the Earth's magnetic field. Scientists use satellites and ground-based instruments to study the aurora belt and the charged particles that create the aurora. This research helps us to understand the complex relationship between the sun, the earth, and the universe beyond. Overall, the aurora belt is a fascinating region of our planet that is responsible for one of the most beautiful natural light displays in the world. It is a reminder of the intricate and interconnected nature of the universe and a testament to the wonder and beauty of the natural world. Fact number 7. The aurora has captivated humans for centuries, and many cultures have developed myths and legends to explain its origins and significance. Here are a few examples. Inuit. The Inuit people, who live in the Arctic regions of Canada, Greenland, and Alaska, believed that the aurora was the spirits of their ancestors playing a game in the sky. According to their myth, the spirits were playing with a walrus skull, kicking it back and forth and occasionally losing it, causing the skull to fall to earth and become a new source of light. Greeks. The ancient Greeks believed that the aurora was a message from the goddess of the dawn, Eos. According to their myth, Eos would ride her chariot across the sky each morning, bringing the dawn with her. The aurora was believed to be a sign of her approach and a reminder of the power of the gods. Vikings. The Vikings believed that the aurora was a bridge to the afterlife, which they called Valhalla. According to their myth, warriors who died in battle would be carried to Valhalla by the Valkyries, and the aurora was the path they followed. The Vikings believed that the aurora was a symbol of bravery and honor, and that those who saw it were blessed by the gods. These are just a few examples of the many myths and legends that have been developed to explain the aurora. Today, the aurora continues to inspire awe and wonder in people around the world and is a testament to the power and beauty of the natural world. Fact number 8. The aurora is a visual phenomenon and does not make any sounds on its own. This is because the charged particles that create the aurora are moving through the vacuum of space, and sound waves cannot travel through a vacuum. However, there have been reports of people hearing strange sounds during a particularly strong aurora. These sounds are not caused by the aurora itself, but are instead the result of electromagnetic waves interacting with the Earth's magnetic field. The electromagnetic waves can cause electrical currents to flow through objects on the ground, such as power lines or antennas, and these currents can create a crackling or hissing sound. In some cases, people have also reported hearing sounds that seem to be coming from the sky itself. These sounds are often described as a low-pitched rumble or a high-pitched whine and are not well understood. Some scientists believe that the sounds may be related to the electromagnetic waves generated by the aurora, while others believe that they may be caused by other natural phenomena, such as the movement of the Earth's crust. Overall, while the aurora itself does not make any sound, the phenomenon can still be a truly immersive experience that engages all of our senses. Whether you're watching the aurora from the comfort of your own home or braving the cold to see it in person, the beauty and mystery of this natural wonder is sure to leave a lasting impression. Fact number 9. One of the main factors that affect your chances of seeing the aurora is the amount of daylight. During the summer months, the polar regions experience almost constant daylight, making it impossible to see the aurora. However, during the winter months, the polar regions experience long periods of darkness, which provides the perfect conditions for seeing the aurora. Another factor that affects your chances of seeing the aurora is the weather. Cloudy skies can obscure the aurora, making it more difficult to see. Therefore, clear and cold nights are ideal for viewing the aurora. It's also important to note that the aurora is a natural phenomenon, and there's no guarantee that you'll see it on any given night. However, there are ways to increase your chances of seeing the aurora. One way is to check the local weather forecast and aurora forecast before heading out. There are also websites and apps that provide real-time aurora forecasts based on solar activity and other factors. Finally, it's worth noting that the aurora can be seen from a variety of locations, not just the polar regions. While your chances of seeing the aurora are higher closer to the poles, it's still possible to see it from other locations such as Iceland, Canada, Alaska, and Northern Europe. Just remember to check the local weather forecast and aurora forecast before heading out. Fact number 10. Solar flares and coronal mass ejections are events that occur on the sun's surface. During a solar flare, a large amount of energy is released in the form of light and radiation. Similarly, during a coronal mass ejection, a large amount of gas and magnetic fields are ejected from the sun's atmosphere. When these events reach Earth, they can interact with the Earth's magnetic field and cause a stronger aurora. This is because they cause an increase in the number of charged particles in the Earth's atmosphere, which results in a more intense aurora. In some cases, the aurora can even be visible at lower latitudes than usual, allowing more people to see the spectacular light show. Scientists monitor space weather closely to predict when a solar flare or coronal mass ejection might occur. This allows them to provide advance warning to people living in the polar regions and other areas where the aurora is visible. It also allows them to study the effects of space weather on the Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field. In conclusion, the aurora is not only a beautiful natural phenomenon, but also a way for scientists to study space weather and its effects on our planet. Well, there you have it, folks, 10 fascinating facts about the aurora. We hope you enjoyed learning about this natural phenomenon and feel inspired to go out and experience it for yourself. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.